Alright guys, so since I messed up the video this morning of the yard sale, I still wanted to put something together for you guys to see. What happened is I didn't tighten the GoPro enough to my helmet, so it was like moving around the whole time, so you got like the shaky noise in it the whole time. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the footage and we'll kind of walk you through a little bit what it's like to go yard selling and the different things that we did. And so I'm just going to turn the volume off so you don't hear it, and that way you can get to see what's going on, that kind of thing. So I hope this works out for you guys, but again, next week I'll be able to have even better content, so stay tuned for next week. I'll make sure I can get it right that time. Alright, so this is when we got to like the first yard sale. My dad bought like an AC, a portable AC or whatever. He couldn't pick it up because he hurt himself this past week, so he needed me to do it. Look at him right there. He's helpless. But he's awesome. I love him still. So yeah, that was like our first yard. So this was a community yard sale. We got in the car. We didn't have to get in the car too many times because the community yard sales you can kind of just drive around once you get to like the big zone. Alright, so this guy right here, he's pretty cool. He used to work at at Google. I mean, he worked there for like a summer or something like that. He told me on the back of his hoodie, he had a Google sign. That's how I noticed, and so I talked to him about when I went to visit Google with the University of Maryland. It was pretty cool. He's a cool guy. And then okay, so this yard sale right here. So first of all, this community right there, if you can see my hand, there's like a sign. There's a map. This community is like so put together that they have like a map of like all the people who are doing it. But here, so this is what like a typical yard sale looks like if you haven't ever gone to one. So like there's just stuff usually laid out all over the tables or on the back of trucks as you see there. Stuff like that. Sometimes stuff's just in boxes. Sometimes stuff's like just piles and piles of stuff. You have to like sift through it. But one thing that's always at every yard sale is jewelry. You see that? There's always jewelry. That's like one of the few things that are at every single yard sale. Because otherwise, I mean, there's so many different things that people could be selling that you never really know. But right there, there's always has to be yard sales. I'm always looking for bikes. Those bikes were way too expensive, not in my price range at all. So I kind of looked over those. My dad's looking at a vacuum for my mom. But yeah, so there's tons of stuff. Sometimes you can see there's prices marked, like right there on the seat you can see a price, and right there you can see a price. Different times, some people don't put prices and they just expect you to like negotiate and to set up prices, but either way, you always want to negotiate. So there's never like, if there's no price, that's better for you because then you don't have to worry about any preconceived expectations of price. But this was a pretty good yard sale. I don't think we ended up buying that vacuum. And actually, here's some good audio I want to share with you guys. You take 5 for it? I think 10. Hey mom, did you see they have a Fitbit? You see they have a Fitbit? So right now we're trying to decide whether to like buy a couple different things. So right there, we were just right there. All right, I have to show you this. So like right there, we were just talking in French. Like that's one of the key things about like me and my dad. Like one of the reasons that we're so successful at yard sales because we can talk amongst each other without like anybody knowing what we're talking about. Like we're negotiating, we're saying like what we want each thing for. Like we can collaborate. So like usually, if only one person wants something, then like they can't get like a bargain deal. But if my dad wants something and I want something, then we can like say like I can haggle for both items at the same time and get like a bargain like package sort of deal, which is great. And so being able to speak another language helps us to like communicate, which is awesome. And then I love doing it too. But yeah, so like here, like this lady, oh man, we're just about to miss it. This lady knows that I'm a wheeler and dealer. She was just like, man, you're a dealer. Let me see if I can get her to say it again. See if I can get it. And it looks like I passed it. But either way, the lady was just saying like, man, you're a boy, you're wheeling and dealing. I'm like, yeah, yeah. So I was like, I know I am. Yeah, here you can see it. You can hear that really bad audio. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So again, you can see people line stuff up. Sometimes they line up right on the street like you saw right there. And it helps with like drive-bys. But then again, you still don't always get like a great view. There's a bike again. See, this is what it looks like when it's nice. People have stuff laid out. There's prices. Everything's nice and neat. That doesn't always happen. That's like very rare. You can see we spend a while at that one. Always kids' toys. There's a lot. See, this is a nice setup yard sale too, right here. They got everything lined out. Like I said, you can use anything, like including the bed of that truck right there. But you can see I'm looking, like, I'm going pretty fast, right? Like, you barely have time to see what it is. You have to be quick with yard sales. Like, time is of the essence. It's like the most important part. Like, if you're not there 2 minutes earlier than the next guy, then you could miss out on a great deal. And so, like, that's why choosing which yard sale you want to go to first is really important, and, like, planning everything out, because yard sales sometimes start at 8 o'clock, sometimes start at 7 o'clock. Like, by 10 o'clock, though, all the deals are gone. So if you show up, like, after the ball game, then you're stuck and there's probably no good deals for you. So there's just more stuff, more stuff. Alright, right here. So this is a funny part about yard sales, is you never know who you'll run into. We know these people from church right there. So you always run into somebody that you know. Or somebody that you want to get to know better. Like that Google guy. And then later, I met a guy from Salesforce who actually invited me to his office in Chicago when I go on my road trip. So I was excited for that. Alright, right here is something I've been waiting for a long time. I finally got a working PlayStation 2. If you see it right there. I had an old one that, the fat version, and it just didn't really work. That if you are familiar with PlayStation 2s, the fat version always has problems with, like, reading the disc. And so I got one here. They wanted $15 for it. I got it for $5. Like, they just wanted to get rid of it. It was perfect. Because all I really wanted was the charger. Because I had a PS2 Slim already. But, of course, they wouldn't just sell you that. So, you never know. If you wait long enough, the right things will come. She was trying to get me to plug it in to make sure it worked. But yeah, so anything can happen. You always got to be ready for things. That's another key point. Is, like, when you do yard sales, don't be, like, looking for something. I mean, you can look for specific things, but don't, like, have, like, a mindset only looking for that kind of stuff. Be open to options. Like, one of the things that people ask that annoys me the most, like, people who are hosting the yard sale, they say, "Are you looking for anything in particular?" And I just want to go, like, no, I am not looking for anything in particular. I'm just looking for a good deal, something that I could use, something that could be beneficial, something that could be useful in the future. I don't know. Anything is what I'm taking, really. I mean, half the stuff I buy, I've never, like, actually said, "Oh, I want to get this one day." It just happened to be that I got it. So yeah, we got back in the car. Like I said, you don't have to drive around too much. Some more yard sales. I mean, all I can really show you is just yard sale after yard sale, like different items and stuff, and like different things that we bought. Here, right there where my dad is. You see him in that box? That's an example of like one of those mystery boxes, where people just have tons of stuff. Right there, my mom. This is another cool thing about yard sales, is you can help other people out. So like my mom right now is texting our neighbor, because their dryer and washer, their washer and dryer recently broke, and so she was calling to find out, if they needed a new one, because the repairman had come yesterday, but we weren't sure if like it gotten fixed yet and whatnot. And so like that's one of the other great things, is like you can always be looking out for somebody else and like find a great deal. And sometimes it even means that you can find a great deal and then you can upsell to the next person, and that's even better for you. But otherwise, it's just great to help people find what they need, because like that's kind of like why I started my business. So like there's a lot more I could talk about, but it would just really be like redundant kind of stuff, and like I'd rather show you with like a real video. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it here. You guys got a little sneak peek at what it's like to go yard selling. Definitely try it out yourself. Like that makes it so much better. If you want to come with me sometime, hit me up. If you're in the area, I would love to go yard selling with you. Teach you some cool tricks and tips and stuff like that. But until next Saturday, when I actually hopefully make a really good video, stay tuned to my other social media. I'm on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. You probably won't do anything on LinkedIn, but Facebook, Instagram, all those things. So please do. And then YouTube, of course. So check out all those. And if you see what you like, please do share it with your friends, because really I just want to share my experience, my perspective on life with as many people as possible. So please, please, please do share and enjoy some of my content. Thank you all.